Hurricanes may pack more of a punch due to climate change, scientists say. Melbourne, Florida. Hugh Matthew in 2016, Irma in 2017. And Michael in Oct. Climate scientists fear man-made global warming will spawn stronger hurricanes, packing heavier rainfall, higher storm surge and greater winds. There. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Geophysical Fluid Dynamics Lab warns of the following consequences by the late 20th century. Sea level rise should cause higher storm surge levels, that's setting the stage for higher damage from any given storm.
Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up